The weekly process of maintaining the football game field is a detailed process.
We do get held pretty high as far as standard-wise. Obviously, you don't want any injuries out there, so the main concern obviously is safety. As far as safety and playability, I think we have some of the best playing surfaces in the country, and that's attributed to Robert. I mean, he's a grass guru. Really knows how to grow grass, get it growing back from distress or overworn just from practices and daily routines on the fields.
I consider Robert a grass guru. He worked in golf for a while before he came to this job. He's been here for a while now, but working with golf courses, you're just paying a lot of attention to the grass. So there's a couple times where I think that the field's looking pretty good, and he just says, wait till we take it to another level, and next thing you know, the field's looking absolutely amazing. So he's got that touch, he knows what to do, he knows when to put things out. He's just really good at his job.
I think the reason why Scotty calls me a grass guru is I'm out there all the time. On my hands and knees, looking at the grass. I'm looking for disease. The football game field is prone to disease because of where it's at and the surrounding aluminum. So I'm pretty much on it every day during football season. Before I got here, I had zero painting experience. It was pretty easy because everything's all set up in certain measurements and things like that. But there was also an artistic element to it when you start talking about logos and things like that. And that's where Scotty and the rest of the crew really show off their talents because they do an excellent job at that.
As far as painting fields, it's become a passion. I do kind of do it outside, do some high school fields. I have done some other contracts as far as Citrus Bowl, but it's become more of a passion than it is a job. I was an architect major out of high school and kind of went down a different path, but was able to use my art in a different way. That's been very rewarding, knowing that millions of people are seeing your product at the end of the day.
Yeah, Scotty's a great guy. He's been a big help to me since he's been here for a while and I've been somewhat new. He loves what he does. He takes his job seriously. He is the go-to guy for paint around here. He's done a lot of painting, got a lot of experience with it, done a lot of logos. He makes his own stencils. Some of the stuff on the field sometimes you see, like some of the ribbons for breast cancer awareness and military. Scotty makes those himself. I know we use those, so he's got a lot of skills and he brings a lot to the table for our crew.
Scotty Patterson has been around, I want to say since 2006. He's been around, done a lot of the painting, majority of the painting, along with Billy Hoffer, Todd Manbeck. Those guys have been around with us for a while.
The new logo is definitely a little bit more intricate than the old logo. It wasn't much to it. This one's got definitely a little bit more to it. We got some more detail on some of the lettering. The logo has a couple different colors that need to be done, and lines are a little bit smaller. When it's done, I think it looks a lot better than the old logo.
Yeah, the new logo this year for the conference, it's a little bit challenging. That American word is a little intricate, so it takes a little bit of time, takes a little bit of steady hand. It's an interesting logo. I like the way it's positioned on the field. Gives the field a little more depth, I think, with those logos.
For every football game, we have to paint the entire field every week.
But depending on when the game is, we'll start 4 to 5 days out from game time. So if we're taking a Saturday, for instance, we'll start actually Monday, laying out logos, getting the logos laid out, in the end zone, center logos, conference logos, Twitter handle, get a first coat down on the lines.
Wednesday we start putting paint down. We'll do a first coat of gold on all the logos.
Painting numbers, hashes. We'll start doing the first coat on the logos. Then Thursday, it's a process of doing final coats on logos, doing our border, touching up any other logos that need touched up. Friday we'll normally just stick to lining the field, putting the fives down, doing the edge of the border, the sidelines, PATs, X's, stuff like that.
We'll do the black on the logos, and then anything that kind of needs touched up on Friday, just basically putting finishing touches on things to finish it up.
Ultimately, it'll end up being a 3-day process of getting paint down in preparation for the game on Saturday. Most of my communication goes through Marty O'Leary as far as practice times and things like that and when they're on the field. For the most part, it's been the same practice times. We practice early in the mornings. Most of our maintenance is done either prior to that, starting at 7 o'clock. During the summer times, we do start at 6.
Every morning before practice, we do come out and drag the dew off of it to kind of prevent soggy shoes, soggy socks, whatever it may be.
So when the players come out, they're not sitting and stretching in wet grass, basically.
As soon as practice is over, typically what we'll do is we'll mow and roll the fields, clean up any debris, pick up the trash, and then typically for the practice fields, we're lining once a week.
Painting practice fields, we do it every Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, depending on on what football is doing. So normally on a Tuesday afternoon, we'll go out after practice, paint it, mow it, get it ready for the rest of the week.
As far as maintaining the practice field, it's really a team effort, along with myself. If we need to get out and knock the dew off, mow the field, roll the field, the staff of 7 of us take great pride in it.
Our crew is definitely a family. We're here all the time together during these sports seasons when we're here weekends and sometimes into the nights, and we all get along pretty well. We get to know each other well. So, I spend more time with these guys than pretty much anybody. It's important that we all get along. We do, and we have a good relationship, and I love the guys here.
I love my job. I absolutely do. I started a long time ago when I was in high school on a golf course. It just kind of grew into where I'm at today. I can't see myself doing anything else other than working for UCF.